because I want to be his friend, and I am.
Oh, it seems a shame not to take advantage, academically speaking.
You already asked me to do a study on him, Jack. Literally, and Will Graham would have to be published posthumously.
So, about him.
Normally, I wouldn't even broach this, because drives is.
Will Graham deals with you.
It's the price of imagination. I wouldn't put him out there.
He's out there. I need him out there.
Promise me something, Jack. Don't let him get too close.
He will.
You said he wouldn't get too close.
Hi.
How are you, Will? I didn't want you to be ambushed.
What is this, an ambush?
Ambush is later. Immediately later. Soon to now. When Jack arrives, consider yourself ambushed.
Where's Jack?
How was class?
They applauded.
Kate active return to the field.
Question is, do you want to go back to the field?
I want him back in the field. And I've told the board I'm recommending a psych eval.
The session wouldn't be with me.
Hannibal Lecter's a better fit. Your relationship's not personal.
You've never killed anyone before, Will.
The reason you currently pulled the trigger 10 times. Oh, it's so I can get some sleep at night. I asked you to get close to the Hobbs thing. I need to know you didn't get hospital room, Will.
With Hannibal. Her opinion, Europe was entirely Flannery O'Connor. When I was Abigail's age, I was obsessed. I even tried to raise peacocks. They are really stupid birds. I'm about to broach the subject of that takes one to know one article.
Yeah, that...
No, I sent me. Not that we're necessarily alone now. I don't need to talk about it if you don't.
No, we can talk about it. Actually...
Abigail Hobbs is a success for you. You saved this girl's life.
I don't.
Morning. Great car for stalking. Yes, and Abigail Hobbs woke up. You want me to get you a cup of coffee?
No.
Let's have a cup of coffee. Eventually. I don't want to get in the middle of you and Jack, but if I can be helpful to you as a buffer.
How much he wants to.
And I take advantage of that. You can't be her everyone. When I said what I was going to say in my head, it sounded really insulting, so I'm going to find another. The first person Abigail talks to about what happened can't be anyone who was there when it happened.
What's wrong about Abigail?
Let me reach out to her my own way. Among other things, family trauma. I'm sorry you had to wait.
Who buried them?
They haven't been buried. Cremated per the instructions in her living will. Nurses said you didn't remember.
Yes, it's mine now. I can use the money for college, get an apartment.
I brought you some clothes. Brought you some music, too. Got a stack of iTunes gift cards. I've got a stack of gift cards. I don't do well redeeming gift cards. Really think Abigail Hobbs helped her father kill those girls. I think she's hiding something. She has a penchant for manipulation.
You said it may be.
What I'm questioning is her state of mind. Jack, not yet. Say so and we'll go.
Go where?
For now. No. Abigail? Where's Abigail?
Lecter took her back to the hotel. She's...
And what, he got away? I don't want to interrupt if you're rehearsing. A doctor who treats herself as a fool for a patient. I regretted leaving your house the other night. I'm crisscrossing the state line. one foot firmly planted on both sides. I don't want to mislead you, but I don't want to lie to you either. I have feelings for you, Will. Can't just have an affair with you. It would be reckless. It's because I think you're unstable. And until that changes, I can only be your friend. Do you feel unstable? Sharing will help normalize. Certain traumas can arrest vocal development. And victims can sometimes broadcast victimhood involuntarily.
Not me.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Hood has a high profile. How does that make you feel? You will. You will. I'll help you find it. Abigail, I'd like you to give the support groups another chance.
Support?
Isolation can suck experience. Do you have a beer? Nothing wrong with a little self-medication, right, Doctor? Abigail's in no condition to tackle real world. This is a girl who was very attached to her parents. I think Abigail needs to figure things out for herself in a safe, clinical environment, and that will give her the...
Passion's good.
Why do you think these kids are susceptible to C.J. Lincoln?
Because our boy, man.
Brother's looking for a mother. They're killing the mothers last.
I'm a little taken aback. / a lot taken aback.
And I'm not a professional scold. But don't put me in this position ever again. Rude. Hannibal, shockingly rude.
You have stepped my bounds.
Where is she?
And Alana, you were right.
Often am. Have to be more specific. Sedative, what did you give her? Any specific correspondences that stood out from the others?
Interviews, scattered dust.
And her family on Thanksgiving. Compare and contrast. I'm mainly in court. I wrote an article about him in the Journal of Criminal Psychology
You had some sessions with him?
years ago when he was first institutionalized. Well, I'm glad I was helpful. I'll go first. You remembered.
Not a lot of...
Thank you for your time, Dr. Gideon. I won't waste it. Shall we begin?
Dr. Bloom, what is this to be?
For murders before now? You prefer a Rorschach test?
If you're gonna show me those pictures.
The Chesapeake Ripper, and we'd like to see if we can push him.
Invisible.
If we can enrage him.
To what?
Tabloid rumor right now. We think we need to make him the truth. To push, Will.
Staff, I can get you an interview. Could be. When certain personalities are attracted to certain professions. For your sense of control, you may not realize it until you were a model patient. You behaved yourself for 2 years. You could have been pushed. Need your trust to do that.
Provide us with a singular opportunity to analyze a pure... Dinner is served.
I don't think I've ever
Don't give me ideas. Your tongue is very feisty.
is the Chesapeake Ripper. He knows he isn't.
When I began to...
In Gideon's mind that he was the Ripper inadvertently. Circumstances.
Has been. I want to love your insight.
Doctor,
Appreciate beer more than wine.
it's not what you appreciate, it's that you appreciate. With myself.
A Cabernet Sauvignon wine. I taste oak. What else do I taste in there? You serving this at your dinner party?
Nope.
My own private reserve. Why, thank you. Absolutely. Crawford's account. I don't want any information about Will that I shouldn't have as his friend. Not since I consulted on the case with Miriam, before she disappeared. You had me examining PhD candidates that week.
And I'm grateful you were examining PhD students and not the Ripper.
You were already having an affair. Will does that too, you know?
What?
You change the subject. You have that pathology in common. Probably because I just want everybody. It's not even about Will. Chesapeake Ripper, and he's grooming Will to catch him.
Coyote's probably got it. Probably got it even if it was a coyote.
You're not expecting to find it alive, are you?
Be lucky to find a paw.
So you invited me over to help you collect animal parts?
Did you?
You just don't seem like you date.
Oh.
Right now, I think too much.
So, except for the ones we made.
Might have been.
By the time I knocked a hole
Well, at least it got out.
in you,
Evidently not smooth enough.
and now you're making.
A doctor who treats herself as a fool for a patient leaving your house the other night. Crisscrossing the state line. Got 1 foot firmly planted on both sides. I don't want to mislead you, but I don't want to lie to you either. I have feelings for you, Will. I can't just have an affair with you. It would be reckless. It's because I think you're unstable. And until that changes, I can only be your friend. Do you feel unstable?
Boyle's body. She already has nightmares about him, Jack. Record is saying that this is a very bad idea. Hannibal? I won't be party to this.
Then you
To be alone where I can.
Bill Hobbs is damaged. There is something she's using every ounce of that strength to keep buried, but it's not the murder of Nicholas Boyle. Observations I have about Abigail don't extend to Hannibal. He has no reason to lie about any of this.
Next, you'd be accused.
Accusation.
If we're tossing around the blame, Dr. Bloom, you would do your fair share.
You were.
After you told him I was.
You thought I was manipulating. He is.
Did you help him?
Yes, he is. Or even if he's confused on that issue, he will kill again.
I hope he doesn't.
When Gideon killed your nurse.
Protective custody? Too bad. Would have been fun to cozy up with your dogs in front of a space heater.
I just need a little more,
You're really warm. They're gonna kill Gideon, aren't they?
Completely responsible for his actions if he was subjected to an outside influence.
Like me, telling him he's not in a state of mind to know who he is.
Dad.
What do you think will happen if Gideon finds the Chesapeake Ripper?
Chesapeake Ripper will kill him. He took credit for his work. The Ripper would consider that rude.
Interviewed Dr. Gideon for the same psychopathy survey I participated to work today.
issue, it matched Abigail Hobbs. It was her ear. Her blood under Will's fingernails, scratches on his arms were all defensive wounds. Like she fought back.
He was breaking.
Not Abigail Hobbs's life.
Of course I could see it. I told you not to put him out there! He had to know. He had to see something was wrong.
Not... Hannibal said that Will was...
Dementia isn't a disease. It's a symptom of disease. We have to find out what's causing it and treat it.
Had a brain scan.
Well, then they don't know what they're looking for.
This started with Garrett Jacob Hobbs. Abigail's blood is on all of us.